Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kicker Kingdom, where, of course, once a plumbing again, we're supposed to go ahead and get the plumbing. I clicked on the wrong thing. We're supposed to get the Romance Kingdom ending, and since we got one for Herbert Who, Marcus Madeline, Derek DeChaco, and Rachel Raspberry, we're supposed to get the quote-unquote final one for Serena Fair. It might be either or. All I know is that apparently, like, her last name is like Fair, which is supposed to be, you know, it's a play on Sea Fairy, but I don't know. But apparently that's the quote-unquote last ending that we can get, even though there is one more character after that we can get. But that'll be explained in another video. But with that being said, we are going to be reading comments from the World 8, but in dark mode video, where if you haven't yet, or you want to, you can leave your comments down in the comment section below if you want, because, you know, it could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we actually appreciate each other's existence. Oh my gosh, am I really that done with all this stuff? But whatever, but as long as we appreciate each other's existence, from community to creator and creator to community, that's what matters the most at the end of the day. But with that being said, I will also be reading comments from World 8, but in dark mode. I think I already said that, so pleb off of me. But since this is kind of more of a guide-esque video, I can show you how to get this ending without fail. So I am curious. Is it spoilerish? I'd say maybe, but I don't even know how the story's gonna go down, especially when you get into the deep, like, not day 1 or day 2 of the relatively, like, stuff. Because I think day 3 is when it all starts going to, you know, more, I don't know, heavy? Like, lore heavy? I don't know. But with that being said, start. And spend 15. Because I literally just got the Derek DeChaco ending just a bit ago. And also, I may as well read some comments before I actually start, because there's a lot of comments to go through in this video. There's even more than the last time that I've read comments. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna go through all the Mola 77 comments instantly, because there's quite a bit. So they all say, easy mode. Dark, well, in World 8, yeah, it is easy, but hey, they call it dark. Free rewards. I love ice cream cone. Yeah, ice cream cones do taste pretty good. You talking about waffle cones or something else like that? First, well, good job on being first on the video. You get the collapse from me. I'm literally on World 8, LMAO. Dark mode or normal mode? Because I am playing this on dark mode, so maybe normal? I don't know. Common question of the day, chili pepper. So that's your favorite thief cookie, eh? That's for the comment that I list, the common question that I left in the that video. So if you want to check that out, then hey, that exists. What castle level so I can unlock the trade Herbert? The trader? I don't think. I mean, my castle level is level 10, but I don't know what you're talking about trade Herbert. Rip expensive fish on Hyper's team 2023 to 2023. Which one? There's so many, like sorbet, affogato. There's so what fish? Sea fairy? I don't know which one you mean. And I need to go to bed for 3 hours. That, or you can sleep for longer. I mean, hey, it's just a recommendation. I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and start this off. My name is Hyper. I'm a student at Kingdom High School. Room 1C over there is my classroom. Why is the atmosphere so chaotic, you ask? Spring at Kingdom High School is usually like that. The garden lined with 100-year-old cherry blossom trees is a famous flower viewing spot. It's said that a walk around the schoolyard under the falling flower petals will turn even enemies into lovers. Essentially, it's the season of love. Naturally, I'm one of the popular students, so I'm quite excited for this time of the year. Because, well, the weather today is as great as usual, or it's great, since it's great as well, it's gonna feel like something romantic is about to happen to me, you know? Ooh, if only. I pretend that I don't care, but lately even I find my heart beating a bit faster as I wait for something romantic to happen. I wonder, could there be anyone else who has such feelings for me? And as soon as I had that thought, I heard my name from the other end of the hallway. Hey, isn't that Hyper's locker? Oh my god! Hyper, look! It looks like someone confessed to you. Pfft, you're lying. As I approached my locker with my classmates surrounding me, I saw a heart-shaped box of chocolates and a small letter inside. I carefully opened the envelope and read the neatly written letter inside. It said, I would like to take a walk with you by the lake one day. Wow, they really want to go on a walk with you. That's so romantic. It is spring after all. Hyper is about to enter the season of love. Congrats. Wait a minute. This doesn't say who it's from, though. Don't tell me. Are you playing a prank on me? No way. Why would we do something like that? You sure? Could it be that something romantic is about to happen to me? But what can I do about it when I have no idea who the sender is? I left my teasing friends in the hall and entered the classroom to sit down. My heart was pounding and I felt almost dizzy from excitement. This day was going to be special, I could just feel it. Whew. Oi, Hyper, I heard that you got a box of chocolates. Come on, show us then. How annoying. I managed to escape from my teasing classmates and sit down in my seat. Hyper, are you okay? You seem tired. That's Herbert Who, my childhood friend. He has a passion for plants and they weirdly seem to like him as well, so the gardening club already had their eyes on him as a potential member before he even started school there. On his first day of school, the entire gardening club ran out to welcome him. Outside of his passion for plants, he's also a kind and gentle friend who has followed me around since I was young because of his shy nature. I guess he doesn't know about the whole secret admirer thing yet. So, Someone left this box of chocolates in my locker. Weird, right? I took one of the heart-shaped chocolates and ate it. Mmm, tasty. Wow, you received a box of chocolates? That's so nice. Yeah, I received a letter as well. I would like to take a walk with you by the lake one day. Is what the letter said. Wow. Honestly, I wonder who gave me this. Like, I'm genuinely curious. I'm wondering who gave me this. Well, it seems like the sender wanted to hide their identity, so perhaps it's better to leave it to the unknown. It still bothers me, though. The chocolate is tasty, and the letter is written so neatly. It seems like they really made an effort, so I'm curious as to who it is. Well, how about looking for them discreetly? Discreetly? Yes, there must be a reason why the sender has decided to keep it a secret, right? That's true. This school is full of students who gossip, so things could get messy quickly. Thank you, Herbert. I'll take your advice and be careful in my search. You must be excited. Good luck, Hyper. What's with all this commotion? My, did our Hyper receive chocolates and a letter? I'm impressed. Let's see that. No, wait, Rachel, no, give it back. Dang it, she's totally gonna make a scene. I tried to hide the box of chocolates in the letter, but Rachel was faster. Seriously? This quick pink-haired student is the class rep and the star of our school's fencing club, Rachel Raspberry. She's a child prodigy when it comes to swordsmanship. I heard that she easily defeated a high schooler champion when she was just in middle school. I also heard that bullies from a neighboring high school dared to get into a fight with her not knowing who she was, but she single-handedly took care of everyone with just a stick. A stick. I don't know how much of that is true, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised knowing Rachel. Good grades, amazing swordsmanship, looks like an angel, but still down to earth by being brutally honest. And honestly, everyone wants to be your friend, and I'm pretty sure she has her own fan club. So she probably received the most chocolates in confession in our class. So why is someone like her showing interest in my letter? Take a walk with you by the lake one day. That's it? And you don't know who it's from? Boring. Excuse me? Oh, sorry. It's just a matter of personal preference, I guess. These mystery confessions are just so dull and old-fashioned. I mean, if you want to express your feelings, why all the secrecy? Be confident. Just say it. I like you. I can make you happy. If you don't have the gut to say that out loud, then why bother? What do you think, Hyper? You get possibly like a creepy who looks behind the student, or like they look behind the shadows and has to secretly confess their feelings. Hey, you have no right to judge their feelings. I mean, don't be so mean. You don't know what this person is going through. They might just be in a complicated situation or something. I mean, whatever the case is, I don't want to make fun of someone's feelings, especially if they're for me. Perhaps you're right. I was nervous that I would be upsetting Rachel, but her reply sounded almost sweet. Wait, was that a smile? But why? If only the person who wrote this could hear you now. They might even be thinking, I knew I made the right choice. Well, thanks. Thanks, I hope so. I'm actually quite nervous. You might be used to all this, but this is my first time. I ended up telling Rachel the truth. I mean, she was just too nice. Obviously, I regretted that immediately. Ha! Are you serious? What are you, 5? Your first box of chocolates? Ha! Stop that. There's always a first time for everything. Enjoy those fuzzy feelings while you can, because who knows, it might be your last chance. Alright, I have fencing club to take care of. See ya. What do you mean, my last chance? I was about to retort, but Rachel had already disappeared into the crowd. As Rachel got up and left, the other students who surrounded my seat also dispersed and went back to their seats. It was then that a timid student approached me. Hyper, do you have a moment? Huh? For what? Wait, that letter. What? No, put that away. I'm not going with you. Come on, please. I can't go on my own. Please come with me. My lovesick friend grabbed me and dragged me into class 3S. Oh my god, you're confessing to her? I'm just leaving this letter as a gift in her locker. Just please keep watch and make sure that she doesn't come out and see us, please. No. This is a terrible idea. Look, she's... You got me so flustered that I'm burping. You think that she'll actually read it? You'll be lucky if she doesn't just use it as, like, kindling for a bonfire during one of her moon-watching sessions. Of course you would go after Serena Faire, the girl who only has eyes for the moon. Serena was a senior, and she was famous for her quiet nature and otherworldly beauty. So many students had admired her. But no one who confessed to her had ever had any luck winning her affection. My friend would just be no different. Serena never took interest in those clubs, never took eyes off the sky, and actually had no interest in real people. Many students had tried with their luck with Serena by suggesting to go moon watching together, which was simply an attempt to go, just to get a date. Of course, this never worked on someone like Serena, who was so sincere about her love for the moon. When it turned chilly and her date offered her their jacket, she wouldn't even spare them a glance, but continued to recite romantic sonnets to the moon. No one had dared to ask her out on a date ever since a student who excitedly went on an overnight date with her during winter came back with frostbite. Even so, students continued to fall for Serena, and every now and again, someone would have the courage to leave secret gifts in her locker. But back to my classmate. I have to go through at least 20 poem collections just to write this letter. Can you read it through for me and see if it's okay? Serena likes poems after all, so she should like this letter, right? She might like the letter, but that doesn't mean she'll like you. As I took the letter to read it, my classmate rushed off to the bathroom with a nervous expression. It was right then that I felt a mysterious presence behind me and turned around. Ah, Serena Faire! That letter. Were you going to leave it for me? Yes, this letter actually is for you. Here you go. That's right. Worried that my classmate might return and bump into Serena, I quickly locked the door to the bathroom behind us so we could continue talking. Oh, I'm sort of being a jag right now. Serena, this is actually a poem that someone who has a crush on you wrote for you. The poem might not be great, but I think you should read what it says. Well, then I should go. I planned to end the conversation there and turn to leave, but Serena's voice beckoned me to stay. They wrote a poem for me? They sound very kind. Please tell this to them, that I cannot accept their confession, but relate to their poem nonetheless. I couldn't believe that Serena, known as the Ice Princess, was actually such a nice person. The Ice... Wouldn't that be Frost Queen? Excuse me? I don't know. Well, I mean, that is a queen, so maybe that's different. But she was actually such a nice person. She treated everyone with compassion and kindness. Perhaps people who had misunderstood her as coldly simply because, she hadn't accepted the confessions? Having completely forgotten about my classmate locked in the bathroom, I walked back to the classroom with a heavy heart. Oh, shoot. Man, I feel bad for I mean, I'm probably going to meet him back in astronomy class later, which I'm pretty sure that's going to happen, but oh my gosh, I feel like such a prick after that. He just got straight up ganked. And then all of a sudden, I heard squeals and cheers coming from the gym. Hey, what's with the racket? It's the student council president. He set up an actual chocolate fountain. Huh? Oh, wow, I have to see this for myself. Come, my friends. Come one and all to my just come one and all in here, my fellow classmates. The dashing, smiling figure greeted everyone over there as the president of the student council. He's from one of the wealthiest families ever. Nearly half of the school's students are members of his official fan club, and I can definitely see why. The fan club is famous for its loyalty and infatuation with him. Rumor has it that anyone bad-mouthing the president ends up with a wedgie while dangling off the roof. Lovey-dovey, sweetie-cutie, dessert day is upon us, my friend. So, behold, I have prepared a lovely chocolate fountain out of my own pocket, no less, for all to enjoy.
Woo! Thank you, Marcus!
Such a presence. Such showmanship. I wonder how he pulls it off. Oh, you're Hyper, right? Seems that you've already received some chocolate. Wait, how did you know my name? Well, what's this? You've only received one small box of chocolate? Dear, oh dear, it's such a shame. Alright, I know it's just one, but dude, it's the thought that counts. Like, it's just the thought that counts. You may be the president all tall and handsome looking, but really? A shame? I didn't even have a chance to stop myself from snapping back at him. I could already feel the eyes of his fan club boring holes into my very being. Never thought about it that way, because I've never had to experience such a thing. He's smiling?
Ooh, that smile, that President Madeline, I didn't even get any chocolates I want to receive from you, and only you.
Wait. Like I said, what a presence. A single smile turned that gaggle of fans into a shrieking frenzy. But seriously, what was the reason behind that smile? The smile. Nah, it couldn't be. Oh, great, I left my bag in the classroom. I only made it 2 steps into the door, but when this week's cleaning monitor barked out my name.
Playing hooky again, Hyper. You're in charge of the trash cans this week, remember?
I completely forgot. Sorry about that. I'll get right to it. These bags need to be taken out, right?
Yeah, take them to the dumpsters behind the building.
Alright, thanks. The closer I got to the dumpsters, the more I regretted coming alone. Got a lot of nerve wandering around here on your own, dyed hair and all, not bowing us to us upperclassmen. You're just a junior, so act like one.
Hey, I think I've seen you before, yeah. I've definitely seen you before.
I don't want to fight. Hey, dude, it's him. That thuggish super bully, rumored to be the son of some shady corporate bigwig. Doesn't pick a fight, but when he does, he swings a 2x4 like there's no tomorrow in a raging flurry. Dude, he's been called the Dark Tornado of Kingdom High. Your days as bullies are numbered. Or your days as bullies are over. Meet your end. It's Derek DeChaco. Ah! Oh, wait, hold on, dude, wait, calm down, it's just a prank, dude, just let us go. Let you go. Please, dude, boss, man, Derek, dude. Get out of my sight, and this place better be cleaned up next time I'm here. Yes, sir, we'll be on our way now. So that's Kingdom High's public enemy number 1. Rumor has it that he's flunked junior year for a full decade. At that moment, the bullies ran past me as if their lives depended on it, and then he saw me. His ice-cold gaze froze me in place. Hi, Derek, do you need to go to the nurse's office? I'm not hurt, but, well, my scar. It's an old scar from a long time ago. Doesn't matter. There's no one in the school that can hurt me. What was that? I thought I saw a shade of sadness sweep over his face. Maybe the rumors of him flunking are making me see things, but there's a deepness in his eyes that can't be found in a high schooler. If no one's left to hurt you, then, well, it means that no one will pick a fight with you in the first place. As soon as I blurted that out, I could see a flicker of warmth in his gaze. Not a sincere, caring type of warmth, but more like pity for a creature caught in a trap. Stop talking and just go. Okay, well, bye then. It didn't feel like a threat, but it definitely sent shivers down my spine. I hightailed it out of there after that brief goodbye. Bye. When I came home, I immediately fell asleep, absolutely exhausted from talking to so many people, but somehow that exhaustion felt good. That night, my dreams were filled with chocolate soldiers flying around on letters dancing. Day 2 time. Guess what? Comment time. And there's a lot more comments than I expected to read. So we're going to be reading a whole line of comments from ShinyLexio312, saying, with all these comments, my sister hates rice for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's just not up to her taste. Maybe it's not up to her flavor. I pronounce it Kogen Aman, or Amaen, but that's very wrong. Yeah, that's very wrong. I think it's just like Queenanam? I think it was Queenanam, I think. You also left a comment saying Twizzly. Twizzly isn't in this video. What do you mean? I got prune juice a week after the update. I think I got prune juice like a few hours after the update. All I'm being recommended on Twitter is Owl House, but I don't like it. Speaking of Twitter, you're on my Twitter circle. Oh, well, thank you very much for that. I definitely want to check out the Owl House. I think that show and Amphibia would be interesting to watch. I beat episode 13 Dark Mode in like 45 minutes. It was before they nerfed the world exploration too. Well, hey, good job for making it through that whole entire thing because, sheesh, that was... I didn't even go through it yet. I haven't even beat that, and I'm already hearing horror stories about it. Raspberry can be defeated in like 2 cookies on Dark. Probably Sorbet Shark and someone else for all I know. Because people have been telling me the Sorbet strat ever since I went through that level on normal mode. And lastly from Shiny Luxio says, if you want to rewatch We Deleted You, or watch it the first time, you should watch the whole official animatic by The Masked Chris. Also, you have to watch the Aftermath series, saying Aftermath is only like 2/5 done right now. Oh, okay. So it's not done yet, but if there is an animatic about the series, I would like to watch, because I was always interested in that story. Like, I think that's one of the most popular Wii creepypastas. And there's actually 2 other comments I forgot to read from Mola77 saying, like in every great anime, the Kikkoran Kingdom series also has filler episodes. Well, of course it was. They need, like, one-off episodes to describe their own characters, I guess. And also, I can't join the Discord server because my Wi-Fi sucks. I don't think you really need Wi-Fi. Well, I mean, you need Wi-Fi to connect, but I don't... Hey, you can comment, so you could probably join the Discord, right? I don't know, but anyway, morning already. Let's have a sweet day today. Since I have received that anonymous confession in chocolate yesterday, I came to school with a completely different mindset. What can I say? Somehow even a boring and peaceful day felt exciting now. I no longer felt strange watching the other students get excited about possible confessions from secret admirers. I even started to think that liking someone for their charms and cherishing them from afar was actually a very beautiful thing. If only I had realized that sooner, then perhaps I would not have been so bored at school. Ah, good morning, Hyper. Isn't today just absolutely beautiful? Oh, good morning, Herb. Or Herbert, who cares? Oh, you have some sweat in your forehead. Come closer, I'll wipe that off for you. Hope you like that ASMR. Oh, thank you. The after-school club promotion starts, the after-school club starts this week, so I was preparing the stuff for this morning. The gardening club is planning to show off some useful gardening tips. Hyper, you haven't joined a club yet, right? That's right, I couldn't really figure out which one to pick. This upcoming week is the perfect chance to find out. Have a good look around. I'm sure there'll be a club perfect for you. If you don't mind, would you like to check out the gardening club as well? I think I'll think about it. I'll think. Alright, then I'll see you later, Hyper. Come to think of it, I'd forgotten all about the club promotion week. Honestly, I had never signed up for a club because making new friends was so tiring and I would rather just go home and play games. But now I felt a new urge to actively make friends. So this whole club experience might be a good opportunity to me, so where should I start? I think I would just prefer some solitude right now. School clubs, come to think of it, I really didn't want to join any. Making new friends always ends in sadness anyway. I prefer being alone. I keep walking through the empty halls until I found myself walking towards the back of the school, I was aloof towards the dumpsters. Wait, why did I... Come to think of it, this place is really quiet. Tranquil almost, but it's only quiet because, well... This part of the school belongs to him, the only one who flunks every year, the son of some shady, scary corporation boss, the student whose name instills fear in the hearts of all students, Derek DeChaco. You again. Derek was sitting in the stairs, a crunched lollipop in his hand. From his expression, it seemed like he didn't want to be disturbed. Oh, might as well stay for a bit. The school clubs are on the hunt for new members to reel in, and none of them seem to really be worth joining. Is that curiosity in his gaze? Was it something I said? I'm more used to the nonchalant, uncaring gaze from the other students, but there's something childlike about those eyes. I don't like making friends, getting close to someone. That special something, it turns out to be a lie and I just end up getting hurt is all. Derek crunched at his lollipop and let out a long sigh. His response, though, was different this time. Soft, almost like a whisper upon the breeze. I know how you feel. Huh? Pardon? School clubs. I used to be in the fencing club. My father was too good with a sword, too, and he used to be proud of me. I always won the sparring matches against the senior class. Yeah, they didn't like losing to the unfriendliest freshmen. I became the fencing club's main target, a stain on their reputation. They surrounded me. I was outnumbered. I didn't stand a chance. Oh, Someone from the judo club asked me to join them, but the same thing happened again. But, so you just stood there? You didn't fight back? Back then, no. I used to think the club members were like family. I was naive. Foolish. Those bullies! How dare they? I noticed my fists were clenched, shaking with anger, but Derek just let out a soft chuckle and smiled. Was that a laugh? Did you just laugh? You laughed, didn't you, you little sweet little chocolate goober laugh pleb? Just then, I recognized the voices of the bullies getting closer and closer. Derek's faint smile vanished as he waved his hand as if he were chasing away a fly. It's time for you to leave. I'm busy. Oh, okay, Derek. Be seeing you, and don't get hurt or anything. Just as he walked past me, I swear I noticed a silent and subtle nod. That turned out to be better than expected. I still got time to explore. Where to now? Honestly, I think I'll go around and have a look first. Yeah, I'll go around and have a look first. I decided to take a stroll around the school to see what sorts of clubs might suit me, but... it seems that no one in the varsity basketball team can block my shots. Oh, a rose! Such a worthy flower of my radiance. It's for me, you say? Thank you.
President Madeline, we're holding an opening poetry session in our school club. Will you join us?
A poetry reading? Marvelous! I shall make sure to be there. Now that I think about it, do you think SERENA FAIRE would be a part of that club because poetry?
Ooh, really? Really? Oh, thank you so much!
I swear, his hair is so bright that the color is almost burned into my retinas. I rub my eyes to get a hold of my bearings. I'm not hallucinating, am I? I swear, that just seems like Marcus is a part of every club imaginable. My genius and expertise are unparalleled. It won't be a shame just to waste such brilliance on a single club.
You heard that?
I mean, well, what about your student council duties? Like, do you even have time for student council duties? Of course I do. Behind Marcus, I could suddenly make out the vice president shaking their head. I'll have you know that I am the utmost dutiful to my role as a student and as the student council's president. Speaking of students, tell me, Hyper, which club are you in? Oh, I haven't joined one yet, but I'm still looking. Splendid. You're the type whose heart yearns for the perfect match. Perhaps the vice president can help you with finding that perfect club you seek. Do come and visit the student council office sometime. The vice president welcomes such impromptu visits. And just like that, he left. The vice president gave me a silent nod and followed suit. I suddenly realized I was surrounded by Marcus's fan club. They remained silent, but their eyes practically screamed, "Don't you dare join our club or Marcus will never come visit." Of course. Oh wow, it's already this late. Maybe I can squeeze in one more other place to visit. I should probably go and ask someone. I should ask everyone what clubs they joined. Hey, I wanted to ask you...
is it about clubs? Are you interested in joining the astronomy club? So am I.
The friend that looked at me with sparkling eyes was the same friend who had dragged me off to help them confess to Serena. No, just forget... I should turn the mic a little bit this way. Don't know why it's turned a little bit. Once again, I was dragged off somewhere, and this time to the astronomy club. The astronomy club was small but well organized. The club room was decorated with endless astronomy-related items like a model of the solar system, various telescopes, and posters of the planets. We played around with the various equipment while waiting for someone to show up, but in the end, it was just the two of us. Rumor has it that the club is closed down. I guess it's actually true. Disappointed, my classmate left the room. What should I do? Honestly, I'll just wait around a bit longer. I came all this way, waiting some more wouldn't hurt. It's hard to say how long passed after that, but once again, I soon felt presence behind me. As I turned to look, I saw Serena leaning against the doorframe as she stared at me.
That's SERENA FAIRE! Hello? You're the student I met previously. Thank you for showing an interest in the astronomy club. I thought I'd always be the only member.
Oh, really? That won't do. I mean, astronomy is so interesting.
The club closing would mean losing the space and all the equipment too, so I thought about what to do, but I'm simply too shy.
Oh, well, that's okay. I came after all. Serena smiled softly at my words. Her smile was so lovely and beautiful.
You must have been waiting since I came. I came just in time to see the moon rise, you see. Yes, I love astronomy, but I like the moon more than anything else in the sky. The mortal moon hath her eclipse endured.
As I watched Serena mumble to herself, I couldn't help but think of how cute she was once again. Then Serena showed me how to use a telescope to see the stars better. Serena, how come you like the moon so much?
I wonder as well. When I look up at the moon, it's as if it soothes all my pain and sorrow away. So I want to be closer to it, but I also feel pain that it's impossible. And that makes me think, is the moon actually soothing to me, or is it making me suffer?
Serena went silent again, as if lost deep in thoughts. After staying by her for a moment, I said goodbye and left the astronomy club. Everyone I met in the club seemed so different from their usual selves in the classroom. It made me realize that I had learned something new. That people really shine when they're doing what they love. Sometimes it even makes you see that person in a new light. I wonder if I have such a side to me as well. What is it that I'm passionate about? Well, before I could come up with an answer, I fell asleep with a content smile on my face. Day 3 time. More bunches of comments, and let me tell you, it doesn't. I should probably take. Oh yeah, no, I also have to read a comment question today. But anyway, I'm gonna read some more singular comments because there are some long lines of comments from singular people. But I do want to read like the one-off comments I can actually respond to in time. So there's 2 from Shadow Does Stuff saying, "Look at my profile." That's the answer from my comment question. Oh, favorite thief cookie? Crowberry. Ah, gotcha. And also, CQ means common question. That's his other comment. Okay, I understand that. CQ, common question, pretty good. But favorite thief cookie? Crowberry? I can understand that. There's another comment from Molish I forgot to read because apparently comments are just scattered all across this, which says you can't in Dokkan because your Wi-Fi decided to be dog water today. Honestly, you should probably upgrade that or like use some of that mobile data to try and give you a backup. I don't know. Plumbing Ella Kokorin? I think I'm reading that right. You left a comment saying, I hope I get a new phone soon because Cookie Run Kingdom can't work on my device. I mean, I still have my main phone, but the new phone will be my Cookie Run Kingdom phone, like you were using your old phone and your new phone right now. I'm not using my old phone as of right now, but I am currently using my new one a lot, but I don't know. I will say, if you're using that for your Cookie Run Kingdom phone, just make sure that you make sure that the phone keeps playing it while updates, because I tried downloading it on an iPad, but the iPad was out of date because it was an old model, so yeah. But I'll go ahead and go through 2 more. I guess 3 more, because they're rather short. One comes from Angry Plant saying, how long have you been playing Cookie Run? OvenBreak, I want to say 3 years. Kingdom, I want to say 2 years. That's a rough estimate. And Crowberry Cookie, from Devanch Malik saying, Crowberry Cookie or Rogue Fort Cookie? Personally, I would say Rogue Fort because I think they have a little bit more charm to them, if that makes sense. No offense to Crowberry fans, but I think they're just pretty interesting as a character. Because they seem to always have, like, the full house deck of hands in their playing palm or whatever. And Sonic Gamer did leave a comment saying, do you believe that Cookie Run Kingdom is successful enough to warrant an offline version for when Devsisters eventually stops supporting the game? Personally, I would believe so, yeah, because the game by itself is already fun enough, so I wouldn't be surprised if the game also like had some sort of an offline mode that you could like play for fun. I mean, I guess it would be interesting trying to program it, but I could see it as possible. But with that being said, let's do a common question of the day. And here we are. This is going to be pretty interesting. So, if you were on a date with Sea Fairy, what would you want to do? Like, would you want to kind of do something that piques her interest? Like, maybe you just want to go to, like, some solemn area and, like, just stare at the moon? Or do you want to show her something else that's related to space? Like, I don't know, some sort of, like, a space exhibit. Like, that would be pretty cool. I feel like Sea Fairy would take some sort of an interest in that. Learning about, like, moon history or even history of people trying to go on the moon. Or even just, like, other things. Just, like, maybe something more casual. Like, hey, do you know there's this game called Space Invaders? It's about aliens trying to invade the moon and you gotta shoot them. And then she just gets super serious about winning. Imagine that. I feel like that'd be funny. That's a cool headcanon. But, I don't know. I just think it'd be pretty interesting because with Sea Fairy, you have to be unique. Her personality is kind of hard to track on. So you need to try and hang out with her, but you need to try and do something that would appeal to her, if that makes sense. And it's already hard to read her like a bloody closed book with a blind person. I don't know. But with that being said, do you have everything with you? Don't forget to bring the other bag you prepared last night. It's on the dining table. That's right, I almost forgot. I'm off to school. Whew. Sheesh. Well, phew. Thank goodness I can't believe I almost forgot to bring all those baking ingredients I prepared. If I'd forgotten, I had nothing to do all day. And why do I need baking ingredients today? That's because today is Kingdom High's famous Lovey-Dovey Sweetie Cutie Dessert Day. This event was invented by none other than the passionate Student Council President Madeline, and is the day where all students bake something or make chocolate. By the way, before this, I didn't have any chocolate, actually. Well, I did. I had 1 piece. But, hey. Tastes pretty good, so I thought it would relate. But even then saying that, I also had an apple and some popcorn, so there's my snack for the day, or night. The event expresses President Madeline's old-fashioned beliefs that you should always be able to express your feelings with sweets. This year, I feel different about dessert day because it's a chance to roam the other classrooms. So, honestly, I want to show my feelings for Serena. Because I have someone I want to confess my feelings to. As I closed my eyes, I thought of that one person who hadn't left my head for days. I can't exactly say I'm a skilled chef, but this should be alright. I'm sure they'll love it no matter what. Paying attention in class had paid off because my vanilla cookies turned out airy and sweet. I wrapped up the cookies carefully and head towards the senior classrooms. I'd been dragged there by my classmates so many times that it was easy to find. Sorry, my friend. Wish me luck. I talked to myself as I made my way to Serena's classroom, sneaking in carefully. Usually, it would have been hard to sneak in unnoticed, but everyone is too preoccupied with the baking class to notice me. You were... was she not taking part in the baking class? Serena gave me such a vacant stare simply standing in front of her table with the mixing bowl. Yes, it's me, the student who passed the letter on to you before. It's, Serena. I have something I want to give you. Here. I took my hand from behind my back and reached towards Serena, but it seemed like she had no interest in what I had to give her. I could barely tell if she even was really looking at me. Full moon. Huh?
This dough, it looks like a full moon, doesn't it?
Disaster after disaster. Seemed like Serena had been reminded of the moon when looking at the dough in her bowl. Do you want to bake moon cakes together? Or moon cookies? We should bake moon... You want to make some moon cookies together? If you leave the dough like that, it'll go bad. Let's make some pancakes instead, just as round as the full moon.
We can do that?
Serena must have been really hopeless at cooking. She looked clumsy even at just adding butter or pouring oil. Outside of astronomy, she was like a fish out of water.
What do we put in now?
Honestly, let's put in a spoonful of why would we put in salt and pepper? No, we're putting in a spoonful of butter. If you add this, the pancakes will be more fluffy. I hope Serena finished her pancakes by teaching her my own recipe little by little. It was hard to keep her focus as she would often drift off as thinking of the moon and stars again, but we managed to make some tasty pancakes in the end.
Thank you, my kind baking teacher.
She smiled softly after. We spoke for a while as we shared the pancakes. I was so absorbed in our conversation that I completely forgot about the cookies I had brought for her, and left without giving them her. There'll be another chance, right? Day 4. The sad, dreary day. But that gives us another chance to read comments, which there's a long streak from Mona that I'm going to read, which maybe I'll read some extra ones because there seems to be a long streak from a couple of people, actually. The ones from Mona says, common questions. Goblin Cookie, like I thought he was the dream, but he is real. I love how you steal, like he tried not let Purple Yam and Milk Cookie not touching him. Yeah, I actually appreciate that skill. It is pretty unique. So appreciate that Goblin Cookie's favorite. I have questions. Do you think that Green Tea Cookie could be calm and nice or crazy and want to kill someone? I don't know who Green Tea Cookie is. But considering green tea is something that should be soothing for like your throat if it ever gets sore, I would assume calm and nice. But also, Eclair Cookie marry me please, Eclair Cookie marry me please, please crush love me, and please crush love me and marry me. Mona, well, considering that's your profile picture, Eclair Cookie, I could tell who you thirsting for. Also, you left another comment saying, today I'm in happy mood, like, slay bestie, like why? Well, I mean, hey, if you're slaying, then you're slaying. And also, so am dumb because when I saw you, I said, hello, Hyper, my bestie, slay. I'm so dumb. Well, I'm telling you back to you, like, I got the ball and I threw it back to you to slay yourself. Well, I'm not telling you to slay yourself. I mean, just slay by being you. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I'm going to read some one-off comments, too, because there's also some long streaks of comments there. Like, 2 more long streaks, but I will just read some of these other ones too, because I gotta get through them too. A Gamer 360 saying Queen Amman is a Breton dish, and she's from the Cream Republic. It's like the most of the Cream Republic cookies are based on French scissors and others. Then again, we don't know if baguette cookies from there. And before someone says croissant is a French specialty, it's not. Croissants are originally from Austria. Really? I thought. Well, that's something new I didn't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe they might originate from France, but I don't know. I don't know much about history and where food comes from. Red for Haradom also left a comment saying, have a happy Easter, Hyper. Well, I did have a happy Easter, and I hope that you had one too. Thank you. And also the one who asked left a comment saying, also an update on the comment on the one of your vids. I said the spiciest thing I had was a bulldog cheese ramen. Not only that, but if you add all of the spicy seasoning packets, but if you add a fair amount of it, it is spicy but not too spicy. Well, it's not the spiciest thing, but hey, it is still spicy nonetheless, so I definitely need to try some more spicy foods in my life, so hopefully soon enough I can try it. But there we go. We have day 4 now active to us. The rain for this morning will continue throughout the day in the central region. We're expecting a dark gray day due to the heavy cover of clouds. Maybe it was because of the gloomy weather, but it seems like a damper had been put on the lovey-dovey atmosphere of the school. Just like the weather, love cannot always be all sunshine. True love will bloom even in cloudy weather, don't you think? What's with the weather? It's super gloomy.
Days like this call for ghost stories. Let's all gather after class for some scary stories.
Is everyone ready? Let's tell our scary stories one by one. Should I start? How about we tell the story of We never told... let's keep it... This story of, the cries from the rooftop. Ah, that's right. Have you guys heard of that story? That there was a girl who died from falling off the school rooftop? I know. It was the girl who always came in the second grades, right? She killed the first top student so she could be number 1. It's a true story. They say you can sometimes see blue hair in the wind from the rooftop of the classroom.
Well, some students say they could even hear someone crying.
The ghost story I prepared was just loosely based on things I read online, but it turned out that a very similar story had been circulating at our school. Wait a second. Floyd blue hair on the rooftop? Surely it wasn't. Are you sure it's not just the student who has long hair, like a senior who spends all their time on the rooftop, for example? They might be there right now. Let's go check. I guess there really is power in numbers. But what are we gonna do if it's like, what do we do if it's an actual ghost? I guess I'll go ahead and follow my friends carefully. Worried that what my friends would do if they discovered it was Serena on the rooftop, I simply followed them quietly. While I hoped that no one would disturb her when she was simply watching the moon all alone, I thought I should go follow my friends because of what they told me earlier. What if Serena is actually up there crying on her own? Rattle. This is the rooftop? There's nothing up here, though. I guess we scared the ghost away. That's rich coming from someone who was trembling in fear just moments ago. My friend's chatter continued as they made their way down the stairs again. Of course, I knew exactly where to find the blue-haired girl. I climbed the ladder on the rooftop to the place best suited for moon watching and called out for Serena's name. Serena? Are you here? Serena peeked out from above, and her eyes widened before she smiled at the sight of me.
You startled me. You always show up right when I need you.
Can I go up?
Please.
Oh, that is beautiful! And the stars in the sky, excuse me? The shooting star, that's so precious! As I made my way up, Serena patted her knee as beckoning a cat to her. Her nonchalant attitude startled me, but before I knew it, I rested my head on her knee as if it was the most natural thing in the world.
I come here quite often, you see. When you're happy, when you're sad, watching the moon from here helps you forget all of your worldly concerns and calms you down.
Then can I ask, do you cry sometimes too? Serena didn't answer me. Even so, I felt like I knew the answer.
The human world is so complicated. Sometimes I have a hard time keeping up with it. And it's so lonesome too. I want to become stronger like the moon, beautiful in her solitude.
I think I understand how you feel. We stayed like that, holding hands and comforting each other for long enough to feel the stars traveling in the sky above us. The words were unneeded to express our feelings. I can't believe that story was about a student I know so well. I really feel like I've stumbled upon something big here. Everyone is bound to ask about the secret of the story when I come to school tomorrow. What do? I need to come up with another story as a cover-up. I can't tell anyone about what happened today. After all, it's a secret between us and should be kept that way. As I swore I would keep the secret, I slowly drifted off into sleep. Day 5. The final day. I'm going to read the rest of these comments up and then we can get the ending for this. The one who asked, which I guess they left another comment saying, me watching you do dark mode in episode 8 while I'm stuck on 16.8 dark mode. Yeah, I definitely laid off in dark mode. I definitely need to do some more of that. There's 2 other comments from one from Princess Blue, and they say, Crowberry is my favorite thief. Another Crowberry enjoyer. Pretty cool. And Shafira Rogolan Asagaf left a comment saying, hey HyperHimes, how can you make your cookie so strong? I am so jealous. Can you tell me how to make my cookie strong? I'm stuck at the chocolate plant stage. There's 3 tips of advice I can give you. Repeated XP jelly gains, so like from your fountain, from the cookie houses, and also from even from the islands, from the tropical soda islands, because the more islands that you get, the more the XP jellies that they get. Secondly, is promoting your cookies. By doing a bunch of draws and a bunch of gachas, you can keep promoting them, and that also includes the cookie bonds. Because if you upgrade the cookie bonds, then that means you need, to upgrade them, you need certain cookies upgraded to affect their bond, and that means all the cookies that you have will have like a raise in HP, a raise in attack, a raise in defense, something that like affects all your cookies as a whole. And lastly, there's also something in the research center where you can actually upgrade the stats of a cookie, depending on how much you want to research it. Like you can upgrade the attack or defense of a speed of a specific class of cookie, like magic, ambush, bomber, and all that stuff. So really just do a lot in your kingdom, and you can definitely get it leveled up easy. But now there's 2 streaks of comments. That after that, it will be all done and we can get the ending there. One streak comes from Ian Alsobrooks, which says, Queen Amon is going to be epic. I think they're going to be epic too. I can't wait to get them. My magic would be to mind control, and guess who I'll go first date? Come on, that's abuse. That's villain, not hero. Question of the day, Scorpion Cookie. Oh yeah, well I guess with the new update, she is considered a thief. So we can accept that, that's pretty good. Is there a reason why you're afraid of the ocean? It's hard to explain. Maybe I can make a video about that sometime, but I just hate the deep vastness of it. But it's so weird because I love space, and I love the vastness of space, but I think it's just because it's like the most terrifying blanket, if that makes sense. I don't know, I'll probably explain that more. But also, your last comment from Ian Alsobrooks says, Resurrection Day has arrived, babies. I don't know what Resurrection Day is, but you know what? Congratulations. But there's the last streak of comments comes from Gamers and Gaming, which all of them say, Christian Easter is like the next Sunday. I'm so freaking excited. That's so exciting, yeah. Hopefully you enjoy that day. Or hopefully you enjoyed it that day. If I had to voice an OvenBreak cookie, I would go Skater Cookie. As for you think, your Pepperoncino cookie voice is pretty good. Oh, thank you. I usually don't get complimented for my voice acting skills, so it's very happy that I do that. I was thinking of doing that as a video series too, little voice acting stuff with the cookies. But Gamers and Gaming, I'll have 2 more comments. One saying I've been playing an unhealthy amount of Hollow Knight recently, and it's been a blast. I can recommend this game though. Well, guess what? I've done an entire series on Hollow Knight, so have fun playing that game, because sheesh, it's difficult but it's fun. And the last comment says, fun fact, Caramel Arrow Cookie first appeared in the game like a week after it came out as a nameless archer cookie in a cutscene for the Cookies of Darkness event. Ooh, so people were speculating when they first saw her? Oh, that's actually really nice. I like that little mystique detail. But anyway, let's finally end this story, and let's get this quote-unquote last ending. Why do I feel so strange? I'm so drowsy and I can't keep my eyes open. Could it be because of what happened yesterday? Or perhaps it's because I was up all night tossing and turning while the thoughts of yesterday. May I be excused and go to the nurse's office? I came to the nurse's office, but the 2 beds were already full. The one on the left bed, I could hear the sounds of someone tossing and turning, and the right bed seemed to have some bloodstains on it. We'll open the ocean-colored curtain. I went to the bed where someone seemed to be tossing and turning and carefully peeked behind the curtain. Inside, Serena was lying on the bed with her flowy hair spread across the pillow, and she stared up upon me. She stared up at me, one hand holding the edge of the curtain as if she'd been about to pull the curtain. Why are you here?
I was sleepy.
Are you here, classmate? Please wake her up and take her with you and stop slacking off in there. It all makes sense. She's always up late looking at the moon, so she must have came in here to rest.
Yes, I'll take my leave.
Serena got up and approached me unsteadily, leaning on me. I smiled sheepishly and made sure to support her as I led her back to the now familiar senior classrooms. Ever since I received those chocolates from the unknown sender, my school life has changed. I made a lot of new friends and learned about more of those friends too. And also I met someone who gave me butterflies. Maybe this is just a fleeting feeling, but I don't think I want to let this season of blossoms go. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna confess my feelings today. Let's go ahead and find Serena. Serena Faire. I wonder if she knows. Is she aware that I've been chasing her, even the faintest traces of her shadow ever since we met? Today's the day. I'll finally confess my feelings. While I didn't have specific arrangements to meet up with Serena, I knew where to go find her. I couldn't stop thinking about the place where we'd watch the moon together as I rested my head in her lap, nor her beautiful voice. Serena was famous at Kingdom High for her stunning beauty, but I strangely felt that her voice, full of longing, was even more beautiful. Aww. As expected, Serena was to be found at the same place today as well. I knew I'd find you here. You're really always looking up at the moon. Serena turned to smile at me, but looked startled soon after.
Do you think I'm boring for always looking at the moon? Or weird even?
Serena, you should always look up at the moon you love so much. After all, I'll be right here looking at you too. Serena looked at me with teary eyes. Cherry blossom petals fluttered beautifully through the wind, along with her long blue locks. I knew that our relationship could never be a conventional one, but no person could be more precious than Serena than the moon anyway. But that was enough for me. I wanted to remain as the person who understood Serena fully, until the end of time. So technically it's not like boyfriend, girlfriend, true lovey-dovey stuff, but it's kind of like, oh, I know... You see that? Who's that? Who's that person? Who's that person right there? They weren't next to, that's on the same brand. Apparently she's just sitting next to, Derek DeChaco. Who's that pleb? Oh, we'll have to find out on the next time, but I do find it interesting. It's not like a conventional love, as the story mentioned, but it's kind of more of like an understanding love, because no one really understands Serena Faire. But at the very least, the good thing is that now you're kind of someone who can actually understand why she loves the moon so much. And you know what? That's okay. Even if she loves, like, the moon much more than everyone else, at least she likes you for kind of being a person who likes that she looks at the moon, I guess? I'm not sure if that's the exact way I can describe it, but it is pretty interesting. But we can get our things from the album, from the Flipping Memory, which is, over to the left, Rooftop Serenade, which I think is adorable. Oh, this just replays the whole cutscene. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. There we go. And then we got the happy ending, which can we play just by tapping it? Yeah, we can't. Oh, okay, that's pretty sweet. Oh, so we also plays the happy ending? Like the little happy ending glare? Yeah, it does. Well, that's sweet. But, yeah, we get the reward for that, the crystals and the prism shards, and now we can also give gifts to Serena Faire for one. As you can see, boom. And also, now that we did this, we have this thing that we need to focus on too, but we can only do that if we get, I guess, everything done, which we've done everything with the happy ending, so I'm pretty sure what happens... What is that, jelly pizza? Never seen this in the game, what the heck? But now we just need to do everything in regards to, by the way, I just want to check. It's, no, I can't spend those yet, because I think I immediately might try and get the last true ending later. But with that being said, now that we got that ending, there's only... Oh, it doesn't appear here. But it appears right there. But with that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and end the video here, because There's only one more story we can focus on, and then we can finally end all this plubbing voice acting stuff, and I can stop getting, like, kidnapped by, like, my plubbing lovesick friends just try and pick up a moon chick. I can stop getting harassed by the plubbing raspberry plub. I can stop looking at plants, even though I do like looking at plants with hoo-hoo. I can stop being taunted by the plubbing handsomeness of plubbing Madeline, and I can stop being, like, flirtish with the plubbing muscles of Dark Derek. Did I just say Duck Derek? What the plub? But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share this video with your friends who enjoy my cookie run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, why not subscribe and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. I also have merch if you want to check it out, but I'm not forcing you to buy anything at all. I also have a Discord down in the description if you want to check it out. It's called the Hypenese Hub. It's a fun time down there, and we're trying to expand each and every single day. And last but certainly not least, there's another link down in the description that leads to a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can get the Cookie Run YouTube set for absolutely free. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.